I'm going to share my screen. So, Shri Raghavam Dasharathatmajam Aprameyam Sitapatim Raghukulan Vayaratna Deepam Ajanubhav Aravinda Dalayataksam Ramam Nishachara Vinashakaram Namami. So Sundara Kanda has 68 chapters, and we are going to look into the final section today. Let's start off with prayers to Sage Valmiki. Pujantam Rama Rameti Maduram Maduraksharam Aruhi Kavita Shakam Vande Valmiki Kokilam Valmikir Munisimhasya Kavitavanacharinah Shrunvan Rama Kathanadam Konayati Parangatam Yapiban Satatam Rama Chartamrita Sakaram Atriptastam Manam Vande Prachetas Makal Masham Vaidehi Sahitam Surudramatali Haime Mahamatape Madhya Pushpakamasani Manime Vedasane Sustitam Agri Vacheti Prapanjana Sute Tatvam Mani Param Yakyantam Varjadi Parivartam Ramam Bhaje Shyamalam. Always with gratitude. I'm very happy that yesterday we were able to look into greater detail about this. The gist of the lesson is that we should always have gratitude for every opportunity we get to listen to Valmiki Ramayana and every opportunity we get to recite Valmiki Ramayana. It's a standard reminder, and I have included it in all lessons, but it bodes well for us to continuously remember it. So we have gone through Hanuman's triumphant journey. We have gone through the 3 tests. We have gone through Hanuman overpowering Lankini, going into Lanka, searching for Mother Sita, finally finding her in Ashok Vatika, and then he bows down to Lord Rama, and he sees that Ravana is trying to woo her, and Rakshasis are threatening Mother Sita. SitaMa is in despair. Trijata says that Trijata predicts the victory of Lord Rama. And we've seen the description, we've seen that Hanuman speaks Ramayana twice. SitaMa receives the description of Lord Rama. There is an exchange of Chudamani and the ring. Hanuman takes his huge form to show that he can carry SitaMa, but she still prefers that Lord Rama himself come and save her. And we get to see Kakasura and the Manoshila Or, the exchange of gifts. There is a significance. The Guru Tattva, we have discussed it already. And then Hanuman keeps on assuaging Mother Sita's grief. And he says that Lord Rama will definitely come as quickly as possible and kill Rakshasas and save Mother Sita. And then we've seen that Hanuman begins to destroy everything and fight a valiant war. And then ultimately Indrajit drags him to Ravana's court. And Hanuman advises Ravana, but it doesn't really sit well with him. He wants to kill him. Vibhishana intervenes. SitaMa prays to Agni so that excuse me, so that Hanuman is protected. And we've seen the signs of a living entity abandoning his dharma for the sake of a superior dharma. In Yuddhakan, we will see another example of this, but I'll keep it for later. Hopefully, we may be able to go through that today itself, but let's see. Hanuman burns the city of lust. And we also saw that the fire came from SitaMa's sorrow. Then Hanuman returns to SitaMa, make sure that she's feeling okay. And And once again, she asks that Lord Rama come as quickly as possible. And Hanuman promises that this is going to happen, and he departs. So this is where I think we closed yesterday. So today we are going to see the return to Lord Rama. So Hanuman goes to the beautiful mountain called Arishta, and he is very eager to see Lord Rama again. He once again grows bigger and bigger and bigger. He prays to Lord Rama, and then he looks at the ocean. He knows that he has to cross this mighty ocean again. So if you recall, at the end of Kishkinda Kand, Angada said that he can cross the ocean, but he's not sure if he can return. Hanuman is envisioning that future. He knows that he's going to be able to return. So under that weight, Mount Arishta just sank into the depth of the earth, and Mount Arishta was 10 yojanas wide and 30 yojanas long. This same measurement was given elsewhere. Does anyone, for something else, does anyone?
The shadow of Hanuman.
That is correct. Perfect, Mataji. So whatever was the shadow, the dimensions of the shadow of Hanuman when he flew over the ocean, Mount Arishta also has the same thing. And it's once again reinforcing the idea that Lord, the Lord's Bhakta, Hanuman, took a very colossal form. So 30 yojanas and 30 yojanas in length, and the ocean is 100 yojanas. So his very height itself is 1/3 the distance that he has to go. So it is pretty. He is of a very gigantic form. So Hanuman prepares to course through the ocean. So when we saw the first chapter of Sundara Kanda, it is, as I mentioned in the class that day, it is the longest chapter in Valmiki Ramayana. No chapter in Valmiki Ramayana is as long as the first chapter of Sundara Kanda. But on the return journey, it's very small actually. But compared to the going journey, the return journey, the chapter is really very small, because Hanuman is trying to fly quicker, even though he is Manojava Maruti Tulya Vegam. He is going even faster than normal, and there were zero obstacles on his way, because obviously he has already killed Simhika. The Devatas are not going to test him with Surasa. He does stop with Mainaka, and because Mainak was a close friend and everything of his close friend of his father, and he wanted to offer Hanuman hospitality. So Hanuman is treating him with his good qualities again. He acquaints him of his adventures, and then he speeds back to the shore. And so this is really very quick, extremely quick. The Devatas want Hanuman to go as quickly as possible. They don't put in another test in front of him. So it's really very quick. And he's flying like Garuda. There is, in most of the cases, we always see that Hanuman is compared to Garuda. There is only one instance that I can recall where Hanuman is compared to Sudarshana Chakra. That we will see in Yuddha Kanda. So Sudarshana Chakra is also another very big devotee of the Lord. Garuda is a big devotee of the Lord. And so, we are getting the sense of what Hanuman is all about by this time. So now he is roaring and bellowing. And as we have mentioned before, when Hanuman roars, it causes great happiness in the heart of bhaktas, and it causes immense fear in the heart of the Rakshasas. So when Hanuman roared and bellowed in Ashok Vatika, all the Rakshasas were quaking with fear. But right now, they know that this is the sound of his victory, the victory that his mission was successful. This very roaring and bellowing is actually saying that his mission is successful. So now all the monkeys are rushing to the shore, so that they can all be the first persons to look at Hanuman. And Jambavan, the wisest of the rest of the monkeys, he's saying, I know for certain that Hanuman is successful. Because of the way he's roaring, I know that he is successful. Imagine if it was a very unsuccessful journey, they wouldn't really, that person wouldn't want to announce his arrival or anything, right? So Jambavan is saying, I know for certain that Hanuman was successful just by the sound of his voice. So Hanuman had not even reached the shore. He was still above the ocean. He's shouting, and that was good enough for Jambavan to know that Hanuman was successful. and they're all running from one tree to another tree, and then they see Hanuman is arriving, roaring like the winds. He descends like the huge cloud, salutes the monkeys, and then he alights on Mount Mahendra. So while he is mid-air itself, he's saluting the elders. And then all his close friends, they're all very happy. Hanuman is here. They're all very happy. So Anjaneya, he doesn't forget his etiquette. He doesn't forget his etiquette for even 1 minute. Anjaneya first bows down to Hanuman, because humility is a key quality of Vaishnavas. He says, Drishta Sita, Drishta Janakatmaja. I have found her. And he crystallizes that message. Then he elaborates that the person for whom they have been searching all this time. So it has already been more than 1 month. They were they were at 1 month in Rikshabila. So already more than a month right now. And Hanuman also is aware of the fact that monkeys were sent to the 3 other corners of the world, and therefore this is the success of all of those monkeys, not just the monkeys in the southern corner. The mission was successful for all of them. So that is the camaraderie that we should have with all our fellow bhaktas. So the success of the mission is when all of us together are able to serve the Lord. It's not that one small group is successful, the other groups are all down. No, because they also perform the service. But SitaMa was not in that corner, that side. SitaMa was in the southern side. So he said, the person for whom we have been searching, she's over there. She's lean. She's Deenam Kusham. She's preserving that spotless chastity and purity of heart. And she knows that her husband is going to come. And she's living in that particular hope at the moment. So Hanuman abravit Khrishta tada tan vanara rishabhan the best of the vanaras. Ashoka Vanika Samstha Drishta Sa Janakatmaja. In Ashok Vatika, I have seen SitaMa. Now all the monkeys want to hear the wonderful detail, and they clasp Hanuman for a fond embrace. And Angada says, only you could have done this, Hanuman. Only you could have done this. Aho Swamini te bhaktir baho virya maho dhritir dishtya drishta tvaya devi Rama patni yashasvini dishtya tikshasi kakutstaha shokam sita viyogajam. You are the only one who could have done this, Hanuman. You have done this. Now, all the monkeys, it's a wonderful story. They are sure that Hanuman would have a lot to say. So they are they're very eager to hear what has happened. And so everybody is sitting down, and and Hanuman and Jambavan says, Hanuman, now explain in detail. So they got the crystallized message. And then he said that he's seen SitaMa and Ashok Vatika. Now they say, you know what? Now elaborate everything. We want to see everything. We want to hear everything. So this chapter is also a pretty big chapter, by the way. But I've just put in the highlights. So this is a summary of the entire Sundara Kanda, by the way. This is the 58th chapter. And it's the summary of the entire Sundara Kanda. So first, before he starts reciting anything, Anjaneya first prays to Mother Sita. He first prays to Mother Sita. Then he says, I started flying. I met Mainaka, Surasa, and Simhika. This is what happened with all three of them. I landed in Lanka. I bested Lankini. And then I searched for Sita in various palaces and mansions and gardens and everything. I couldn't find her, fell into a despair. And then I saw Ashok Vatika. I flew over there, and then I saw this noble Sita from, I was hidden in the Shimshupa tree, and I saw this noble Sita. And then after some time, I saw a Ravana come in there, and he was trying to woo Sita and force her to marry him within the next 2 months. And then SitaMa replied with words that were perfectly consonant with Stri Dharma and devotion and bhakti towards Lord Rama. Then at the orders of Ravana, the Rakshasis, the remaining Rakshasis were guarding SitaMa. They were all threatening her. And then Trijita, a very good Rakshasi, she had a dream wherein she saw the destruction of Ravana and the victory of Lord Rama. Then Hanuman decided to speak Ramayana, and he slowly sang the Ramayana. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned this in Balakand or not. This epic Ramayana, Valmiki Ramayana, can either be sung or it can be recited. It's mentioned in the 4th chapter of Balakand. It can either be sung or it can be recited. And over here, Hanuman is actually singing the entire Ramayana. It's not just a recitation, it's an entire song. And Kusha and Lava sing Valmiki Ramayana to Lord Rama as well. So now Hanuman sings Ramayana. SitaMa is happy to see him. And then he explains that he gave the ring of Lord Rama to SitaMa. SitaMa gave her Chudamani to go and give to Lord Rama. And then he decided that he should go and meet Ravana. So he destroyed the Ashok Vatika. He killed the Rakshasas, 80,000 Kiṅkaras and the others. And then Indrajit came and shot the Brahmastra. And because he wanted to meet Ravana, Hanuman decided to be bound by the Brahmastra. And he advised Ravana that he should send SitaMa back to Lord Rama and take his shelter. But Ravana did not really accept his counsel and wanted to kill him. Then Vibhishana intervened and said that ambassadors should not be killed. Then Ravana listened to that, but decided to light his tail on fire. So Hanuman burnt the entire city of Lanka. He met SitaMa again, assured that she's fine and that Lord Rama will come to Lanka with the vast Vanara army. And then he flew on, then he went to Mount Arishta, and that was his springboard from Lanka. And then he coursed through the sky and now is back with his dear friends. And then Hanuman says, my dear friends, please advise me, what should we do next? So Hanuman, despite doing all of this, despite being the solitary hero, despite advising Ravana, despite accomplishing the task that nobody could do, and that is to find SitaMa, despite all of that, never loses his humility. He never loses his humility. Now he's saying, can you please tell us what should we do next? Can we all just decide what should we do next? So Jambavan and the others say, I think it's best that we go and report to Rama and Lakshmana. Hanuman says that, we can go and we can kill the Ravana and the others. Jambavan, Panasa, Neela, Mainda, Dvivida, they can all destroy Lanka, which is already burnt to ashes. And Sita is sitting over there. She's thinking only of Rama, waiting for the day that he will arrive and destroy the Rakshasas. Angada says, okay, fine, let us all go to Lanka. We can bring SitaMa with us, and we will, taking SitaMa with us, we will go to Lord Rama. Then Jambavan says, my dear Angada, we should act in a way that Rama wants us to act. And Rama's mission, once again, let's not forget what we discussed in Kishkinda Kand, that before the monkeys went out, the mission was that they had to find out where SitaMa is located and where Ravana is located. So this was the mission. And Hanuman was successful. Rama never said, bring SitaMa with me. He just said, find out where is SitaMa. So he says that, so Jambavan says that we shouldn't obstruct the mission of Lord Rama. So let us go back. So now everyone is in agreement, and they course through the sky. So by the way, this particular chapter is the smallest chapter in Valmiki Ramayana. Sundara Kanda has both the biggest and the smallest chapters. I don't know if there is any tattva behind it or not, but I just thought it's very interesting to note that. Then there is an ancestral property of Sugriva. The ancestral property is Madhuvana. It is the honey grove, and he got it from his father Vikshrajas. He got it from his father, who gave it to Vali, and after Vali's death, obviously it came to Sugriva. So now, because so Angada is obviously the crown prince, right? So after Sugriva, obviously it is going to go to Angada. So Angada is saying, okay, fine, let us go to Madhuvana and we can drink some honey over there. So Angada permits all the monkeys. Okay, let's go. Drink whatever you want. Eat whatever you feel like. Then monkeys say, yay, hooray, let us all go. And they jump with joy, and they just go about, destroy their beautiful grove, and they start drinking honey. Now, the guardian of this Madhuvana is Sugriva's uncle by the name of Dadhimuka. Dadhimuka is very angry, and because it is his job to protect the Madhuvana, and these vanaras are coming in here and they are just destroying it. So he's very angry. So he tries to stop them. And because they are so happy that they were so successful, that Hanuman was so successful, that they tear him with their claws and sharp teeth. Obviously, Nakadantayudam. Then Hanuman says, come on, let's drink more honey. Then Angada says, yes, everybody, listen to Hanuman. Drink honey to your heart's content. Then everybody is happy, and they absolutely destroy the place. Then the gods of Dadimukha, they report to Dadimukha and they say, Dadimukha, do you know that these vanaras, do you have any idea what they are doing? And then all the gods, they come rushing to the vanaras. The vanaras beat them up nice and square, they would beat them up. Then Dadimukha says, so these vanaras, they need some more power. We need some more power to quell the pride of these vanaras. I'm going to go and talk to Sugriva. So he decides to go to Sugriva, and Dadimukha and his guards see Rama, Lakshmana, and Sugriva. So Sugriva is like, Dadimukha, what happened to you? Why are you like this? Dadimukha is completely, he's clawed, he's beaten, he's bruised, and all that. So Dadimukha, is everything okay? What happened to you? Then Dadimukha says, oh, my dear King Sugriva, those vanaras that had gone in the southern direction, they have all come to Madhuvana and they have completely destroyed it. Then Lakshmana is like, Sugriva, what has happened, Sugriva? Sugriva, is everything okay? Then Sugriva says, Angada and the other warriors, they've gone to Madhuvana, and they have eaten all the honey. And Sugriva says, I am 100% certain that they would not have done this unless and until they have found their objective. And I'm very sure that they have seen Sita, and I'm also very certain that the person who accomplished this task is none other than Hanuman. Vanam yatha abhipannam taihi sadhitam karma vanaraihi drishta devi na sandeho na cha anyena Hanumata. Drishta devi na sandeho. There is no doubt. Na cha anyena Hanumata. And it was accomplished by none other than Hanuman. None other than Hanuman. Why? Because unless and until the vanaras were successful, they would never really go ahead and destroy the Madhuvana, which was very dear to Sugriva. They would never have gone and destroyed that, especially 30 days after the time especially after the time had lapsed. Sugriva had initially given them 30 days and is obviously well beyond that, and still they're going ahead and destroying the Madhuvana. That means for certain that Hanuman has seen SitaMa. And why is it Hanuman and not anybody else? Over here, we get to see Hanuman's wonderful qualities as explained by Sugriva. Only Hanuman can accomplish this task, for he is the best of the vanaras with the capacity to fulfill any mission. Intelligence, effort, bravery, and learning are established in him. Nahi anya sadhane hetuhu karmana asya hanumata karya siddhi hanumati mati cha hari pungava vyavasayaha cha vidyam cha shrutam cha api pratishthitam. So all of these, intelligence, effort, bravery, and learning, all of these are established in him. So we need to have all of this so that we can go ahead and be successful in any mission. So when Jambavan, the next Sugriva says, Jambavan is a counselor, Angada is a leader, and Hanuman is a protector. When this is the case, then automatically all the endeavors are definitely successful. So Jambavan yatra neta syad Angadasya baleshwaraha Hanuman chapi adishthata na tasya gati anyatha. Na tasya, how can it not be successful? Na tasya gatihi anyatha. So this is the best news. Sita has been found, or else the monkeys would not have destroyed the grove. Now imagine Rama and Lakshmana would be feeling at this time. Tataga prahrishto. We don't have to imagine because Valmiki has mentioned it. Tata prahrishto. That means extremely happy. Dharmatma Lakshmana saha Raghava. So Dharmatma, so the righteous soul, Lakshmana and Raghava, Shrutva Karna Sukham. It was so pleasing to the ear. Karna means ears. So Shrutva Karna Sukham, warning these words, Sugriva Vadanat Chutam. So the words that Sugriva spoke were very pleasing to the ears of Rama and Lakshmana. Prakrishyata Brisham Ramo Lakshmanaha cha Mahayashaha. Then Sugriva tells Dadimukha to ask Angada and the other monkeys to return to Kishkinda. He says, Dadimukha, you ask them all here because Rama and Lakshmana are very eager to see them. Especially Hanuman, who resembles the rising sun. Balarka Bimbamu. That is the Tyagaraja song. Balarka Bimbamu Falamani Patina. I don't know that. Manga Buddhe Hanumanta. In that particular song, Hanuman is compared to Balarka Bimbam. Arka means sun. Bala Arka means it's the rising sun, the young sun. Bimba means he's like the rising sun. Sugriva will easily forget the offense of destroying the honey grove. So Sugriva doesn't want Angada and the others to think that he's going to really punish them. So he says, I'm happy. It is fine. Just ask them to come here as quickly as possible. Now, there is a very key lesson to learn from this. What is that? I think I forgot to put that one in here. Okay. What is the key lesson? Dadimukha saw the destruction of material opulence. So he went and told, because Madhuvana is very beautiful and all that. So he went and told Sugriva that Madhuvana was destroyed. Sugriva understood that some material opulence was down, his material wealth was down, but he saw it in relation to the Lord. So the same news, some grove was destroyed. It is the same news. Dadimukha did not see it in relation to Lord Rama. That's why he thought that Sugriva is going to be very angry with these vanaras, and they are going to get their kiye kafal. Whatever they have done, they are definitely going to be they're definitely going to be punished by Sugriva. And so he went and tattletales to Sugriva. Sugriva sees this in relation to Lord Rama, and the loss of that Madhuvana was not a big deal to him. The loss of that Madhuvana, it was like, it's fine. I understand why Angada and the others did it. This means that Hanuman has definitely seen SitaMa. That's the reason why they're very jubilant. That's the reason why they're very happy. That's the reason why they're ecstatic. And that's the reason why they in their sheer happiness, the vanaras, they're vanaras, right? In sheer happiness, they just wanted to drink honey. They just destroyed everything and all that. It's absolutely not a problem. So we should see things in relation to Lord Rama and not in relation to ourselves. Because when we think about Dadimukha, he saw the Madhuvana in relation to himself or in relation to just Sugriva. But Sugriva saw the same thing in relation to Lord Rama and said that this is the best news. And he was able to make Rama happy because it's mentioned, Karna Sukham. The Lord's ears were very pleased with this news because Sugriva was able to interpret things the way they actually were, that Hanuman was indeed successful. So we should follow the footsteps of Sugriva and understand even the cause of material destruction in relation to Lord Rama. Because obviously the Lord is Suhridam Sarva Bhutanam. There is never a time when the Lord is not going to be there to protect us. Okay. So Dadimukha obviously goes to the Vanaras and he says, Sugriva is calling all of you, so please come back to Kishkinda as quickly as possible. Then they all soar in the sky and boom, 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 boom. They all reach Mount Prasravana. All of them reach Mount Prasravana very quickly, because let's not forget, all the monkeys were capable of flying, of leaping, of jumping about, and all that. No one could do it as well as Hanuman could, but they were all capable of jumping large distances. So the monkeys come close by because they're so happy, because they know that Hanuman has done that impossible task. Then everybody is waving their tail very high, because in animals, waving the tail, the movement of the ears, all of these things have got meaning. We can interpret the mood of the animal based on this. So for example, the dog is wagging its tail, that means that it is very happy or something like that. So over here right now, they're all proud, it's all waving their tails about, it's all lofty, and they're all, and the Lord is eager to see the Vanaras. The Vanaras are very eager to see Rama. They're very eager to see Rama. And Hanuman bows down to Rama, Lakshmana, and Sugriva and gives the crystallized message. Drishta Devi. Drishta Devi. So technically, Drishta Devi is not that I have seen Sita. Drishta Devi is that seen have I Sita. So per the rules of grammar, it would have been ideal if Hanuman had said Devi iti drishta, but over here he says drishta Devi iti Hanuman vacha vadanat amritopamam. So why does he say drishta Devi? Because Hanuman does not want Rama to suffer even one fraction of a second if he were to say Sita Drishta. So if he had started off saying Sita Drishta, maybe for a fraction of a second, Rama would be wondering, oh, Sita, was she found or was she not found? But if he starts off with Drishta, then Lord Rama would automatically know, okay, Hanuman is coming and saying that you've seen someone. Obviously, he's gone to see Sita. So that means that Sita was found. So instead of instead of saying Sita Drishta, Hanuman says Drishta Devi iti. Drishta Devi, because the Bhakta always wants to make sure that the Bhakta wants to make sure that the Lord is okay. It is not that the Lord should make sure that I am okay. That is the mentality of pious people. Pious people will think, okay, everything I'm getting from the Lord, and I should thank the Lord and all that. Oh, Father, I'm so happy that you gave us our daily bread. But it takes a bhakta like Yashodama, it takes a bhakta like Dashratha to worry about what the Lord is going to eat. So to be concerned about the Lord's well-being, that is what differentiates a bhakta from a pious person. So we don't want to be, so it's amongst the world of sinners, it is good to be pious, don't get me wrong, but it is not enough to be pious. We have got to become bhaktas. We should be concerned about the Lord's welfare. See, compared to, is there anything that the Lord cannot eat? Of course, he can eat. Is it possible for the Lord to become hungry? No, he's the Supreme Lord. He doesn't get hungry. But still, Dashratha was so concerned. What is Lord Rama going to eat in the forest? He is very concerned. Where is he going to sleep? He doesn't say, oh, Rama, can you please continue to give me wonderful couches so that I can sleep on my lovely golden bed? Continue to bless me with a lot of opulence so that I continue to do that. No. He was concerned about where Rama is going to sleep, where Rama is going to eat. So this concern for the welfare of the Lord is what differentiates a bhakta from a pious person. So if we are in the level of piety, we need to rise to the level of bhakti. Okay, so this is a very, I think I forgot to mention this one. Drishta Devi iti Hanumat Vadanad Amritopamam Akaranya Vachanam Ramo Harshamapa Sa Lakshmanaha. So, Amritopamam. Once again, we should remember that SitaMa said that the news of Rama is like Amrita to her ears. Now, Rama is saying that now Rama is thinking that the news of SitaMa is like Amrita to his ears. Amritopamam. Once again, we should know that Rama and Sita, not two separate beings, same being, inseparable, like sun and sunshine. And the same importance that Rama has, we need to give the same thing to SitaMa as well. So SitaMa is also nectar. Lord Rama is also nectar. Then Lord Rama looks at Hanuman with great love. Now, all of us look at the Lord. When we go to the temple, first of all, I've heard this from senior bhaktas that when we go and see the Lord in the temple, we shouldn't directly look at his face. We should start from the feet of the Lord. Start from the very feet and then slowly go towards the face of the Lord. This is the standard procedure. So we look at the Lord in form of Archa Vigraha or in the form of paintings, or maybe some temples will give photos out of the Archa Vigrahas. Somehow or the other we will see the Lord. It takes a great bhakta for the Lord to see them. We want the Lord to also see us. And right now, Hanuman was looked on by the Lord. The Lord looks at Hanuman with love when he got this great joy. So when we perform service, I'm not saying that we are all in the same level as Hanuman, that we can fly and see Mother Sita kill Rakshasas, do some incredible tasks. But as we mentioned, we are dealing in the realm of absolutes. The realm of absolutes, even the tiniest of service, let's say we give flowers, to someone, we contributed flowers for the garland, for example. Even the tiniest of service is also absolute, because this Rama is absolute. So service to him is also absolute. So when we do service to the Lord will look at us. The Lord will look at us. And therefore, it is very important for us to know, when is the Lord looking at bhaktas? So, and then we should see, what should I do? What more should I do to make sure that the Lord can cast a glance at me? What more should I do? It's not that what more should Rama do for me, it's what more should I do for Lord Rama. Pritya cha ramamano atha raghava para viraha bahu manena mahata hanumantam avekshata. Avekshata means to see. With his eyes, he's looking at Hanuman. And by the way, the look of the Lord is also his mercy. So we shouldn't think that the Rama Alinganam was the only thing that Hanuman received, which is a very big deal, as we will explain in a little bit. It is also the wonderful look that the Lord gives. It is a look of immense gratitude. It is a look of immense love towards his bhakta. Why should Rama have gratitude? Why? I mean, Rama does everything. He is the supreme controller. He is the supreme doer. He can do whatever he wants. And he is the one who has empowered Hanuman to go ahead and do this work and all that. It's not as if he's a supreme Lord. There is nothing that he doesn't know. There is nothing that he cannot do. So it's not as if he had to be informed that SitaMa is in this particular location. He can do, he's Sarvagnya. He knows everything. He can do everything. But as we mentioned in Kishkinda Kand, Lakshmana says, Brahmagne cha surape cha chore bhagne vrite tata nishkriti vidasatpe kritakne nashti nishkriti. There are scriptures that give us atonement for the greatest of sins, such as accidentally killing a brahmana, or drinking sura, that means liquor, or being a thief, or for breaking a promise. However, there is no shastra that gives atonement for an ingrate. There is absolutely no scripture that does that. And the Lord is grateful for even the tiniest service that is rendered to him. This is mentioned in multiple places in both Balakand as well as in Ayodhya Kand. So tiniest service we do to for the Lord, he will blow it way out of proportion, and he will extol the virtues of the person who has done that service. Any offense that we do against the Lord, he won't even remember it. He won't even remember it. In Balakand, out of the 16 questions that Valmiki asks sage Narada as signs of perfect man, he says, Gunaman kascha viryaman dharmaknyascha kritaknyascha. Kritaknya, the one who is grateful for all the services that he receives from his bhaktas. Kritaknya was the fourth out of the 16 qualities. Dharmagnyascha, Kritaknyascha, Satyavakya, Dhritavarta, and so on and so forth. So Kritaknya is essential. So even though the Lord can do everything, he is the one who has empowered Hanuman, he is the one who has empowered everything, and he already knows what Hanuman has done and all that stuff, but still he gives his gratitude. So this is the greatness of Lord Rama. This is the greatness of the Supreme Lord, that even though he is supreme, even though he is a superpower, he is the one who empowers every single living entity. Shastras have mentioned not even a blade of grass can move without his sanction. But he's still so grateful for every single service that is rendered to him. Every single service. This is who the Lord is. This is the Lord. He doesn't take anything for granted. He's so appreciative of his bhaktas, so appreciative of the tiny services, the large services. He's very appreciative. See, now Hanuman starts off, there is no danger that is threatening SitaMa. Her wifely devotion. So the first thing that he tells about SitaMa, tells Rama about Mother Sita, is her affection for Lord Rama. So first he says that she's safe, and then he says her devotion is shining, it's radiant. Now Sugriva and Lakshmana are looking at Hanuman with great love, but no word can ever describe how Rama is looking at Hanuman. There is nothing that can describe that. Actually, in Tripura, in Tripura Sri Rama, actually in Tripura Rama temple, this is very close to Guruvayur. It's just 28 kilometers from the Guruvayur temple. It's Tripura Sri Rama temple, and over there, as soon as we enter the temple premises, there is a large painting of Lord Rama receiving the Chudamani from Hanuman. When we go in the temple, maybe it is because I know this scene, I know this particular pastime, and I know how Lord Rama felt and all that. But when we go in that temple, when we go inside, we can feel that immense love that Lord Rama has for Hanuman. We can feel that gratitude. We can feel that immense love. That immense love. Over there, Rama is standing by himself. It's not it's not a Sri Rama Parivar. It's just Lord Rama, and the deity is like 5,000 years ago. It was worshipped by Lord Krishna, actually, in Dwaraka. And when Dwaraka submerged, the vigrahas of the four brothers also submerged in the ocean, and then fishermen, they took them out, and then they installed them in different temples in Kerala. And Lord Rama's temple is very close to Guruvayur Sri Krishna temple, and it's immensely beautiful. And when we enter that temple, there is that we are showered with that feeling of Lord Rama's gratitude, and so I gratitude towards Hanuman. I really highly recommend that everyone visit this particular temple. This feeling, you can see it over there. So now Rama is slowly asking Hanuman, give me more details. Where is she? How is her heart towards Lord Rama himself? And before Hanuman starts, he first thinks about Mother Sita. So when he was in Ashok Vatika, he mentally placed his head at the feet of Lord Rama. Now that he is with Lord Rama, he is mentally placing his feet at the head at the feet of Mother Sita. Shritva tu vachanam tesham Hanuman Marutatmajah pranamya shirasa devyai Sitayai tam disham prati uvacha vakyam vakyajna Sitaya darshanam yatha. Pranamya, he is worshipping Shirasa with his head. Devyai Sitaye, the Devyai, Namostu Ramaya Salakshmana Devyai Chatasya Janakatmajaye. He's worshipping that Devi, that divine Devi who was in Ashok Vatika. He's worshipping her. Devye Chatasya Janakatmajaye. He's worshipping Devye Sitaya Tam Disham Prati. So his it's in that direction. In that direction, he is he's turning his head over there, and he's bowing down to Mother Sita. And this is one of the duties of a bhakta. When we see Lord Rama, we should think about SitaMa. When we see SitaMa, we should immediately think of Lord Rama. When we think about one, when we see the other, then we are worshipping both together. We are worshipping both of them, because that is the Acharya specified, Shastra specified, Sadhu specified, Guru specified way of worshipping the Lord. We have to worship both of them together. So he tells Lord Rama, I crossed the ocean. He doesn't elaborate all the obstacles he came across and all, because he knows that Rama doesn't want to hear all those things. He wants to get to the, he wants Hanuman to get to the crux of the matter. I searched Lanka, and then I found SitaMa in the Ashoka Grove. He tells it very easily. He doesn't, excuse me. He doesn't embellish on his own accomplishments. He says whatever was essential for Rama to understand how SitaMa was in Ashok Vatika. He found SitaMa in Ashok Vatika. She was completely surrounded by Rakshasis. She was depressed. He had to mention that she was depressed, so that SitaMa has given Hanuman one task. Bring Rama and Lakshmana over here as quickly as possible. Hanuman gave SitaMa one promise. What is that? That he is going to bring Rama and Lakshmana with the huge vanara army over there as quickly as possible. So SitaMa's task, SitaMa's one ask, and Hanuman's promise have to be fulfilled. So he needs to impress upon Lord Rama how depressed SitaMa was without him, so that Rama will hasten to SitaMa. So that's why it's not to hurt Lord Rama, but because he wants SitaMa's objective to be realized, he's saying that she was super depressed, and she's concentrating only on Lord Rama, and she is the symbol of tapasya and bhakti. So what is Valmiki say? Evam maya mahabhaga drishta janaka nandini. I was the most fortunate one. Maya means me. Mahabhaga, I was the most fortunate one to drishta janaka nandini, to see the beloved daughter of King Janaka. So previously he has mentioned Devyai Sitaye, and over here is Janakatmaja. So Janaka Nandini, that is King Janaka's beloved daughter. I was able to see her. Ugrena tapasa. Ugrena is ugra, means it's very harsh. It is very severe. Ugram Viram. So we have that we have that Dev's mantra, right? Ugram Viram. So it's
Ugram Veera Mahavishnu.
Yes, Mataji. Ugrena tapasa yukta tvat bhaktya purusha rishabha. Purusha rishabha. Oh, Lord Rama, you are the best of all men. SitaMa was like this. Ugrena tapasa uktva bhaktya. What is the bhakti? So she's constantly thinking about Lord Rama, and Hanuman was the Mahabhaga. In Balakand, Janaka calls SitaMa as Mahabhaga because she chaye eva anugata sada, because she is the one who gets to follow Lord Rama like shadow. It is up to her to follow Lord Rama like shadow. So that's why she is Mahabhaga. Over here, Hanuman is calling himself as Mahabhaga because he is the one who got to see SitaMa in Ashok Vatika while she's doing this level of tapasya and bhakti towards Lord Rama. I mean, the words, they're all dripping with Amritam. The words mentioned in Valmiki Ramayana are dripping in Amritam. Then he continues to say that when he was over there, Ravana had appeared. Ravana had mentioned that SitaMa has only around 2 more months before she accepts him as her husband. And then after everyone left, he recited the Ramayana. She gave this, and she recited the story of Kakasura as well as the Manoshila Or, stating that only the two of you know the story. So if I'm reciting it, then definitely SitaMa is the one who told me the story. And after this, she also gave the Chudamani, and he says, SitaMa has requested you to come as quickly as possible. Ravana gave SitaMa 2 months, but SitaMa has asked you to come over there within the next month. And Rama and Lakshmana find great solace in these words. Stating this, Hanuman places SitaMa's Chudamani. Hanuman places SitaMa's Chudamani in the hands of Lord Rama. So now the Guru transaction is complete. The Guru's transaction is complete. So first we saw that Rama gave his mudrika to Lord Rama gave his mudrika to Hanuman. Hanuman gave the mudrika to SitaMa. SitaMa gave her Chudamani, And Hanuman has passed on SitaMa's Sharanagati to Lord Rama. So the Guru, the transaction is now complete. And what does Lord Rama say as soon as he sees the Chudamani? He is so happy. He clasps it close to his heart. So similarly, when a Guru gives the message of a Jivatma surrender to Bhagavan, Bhagavan is actually elated beyond belief. Oh, okay, my child is coming back to me, and he is elated beyond belief. He's elated beyond belief. And now, particularly because this Chudamani is from Mother Sita, it's grasping it, and it has a lot of old memories. So those old memories are gushing at him, and he's very sad. Evam uktu Hanumata Ramo Dashrathatmaja tam manin hridaye kritva parurodha sa Lakshmanaha. So both Rama and Lakshmana are crying. Manim, that is Chudamani, he is clasping it to his heart, hridaye kritva, and prarurodha, that means he's crying along with Lakshmana. So through the tears pouring through his eyes, he's saying that during their marriage, SitaMa wore this jewel on her hair. And then Hanuman, and then he says, Hanuman, can you please tell me what other message did Sita send for me? It's just as how a thirsty person, for a very thirsty person, even if we offer the 14 worlds, it is not enough. A thirsty person wants only water. And the thirsty person wants only water. And therefore, he says, Kim aha Sita Vaidehi Bruhi Saumya Punaha Punaha Pipasam Iva Toyena Sinjanti Vakya Varina. Pipasam, that means very thirsty. Iva Toyena, Toyena. Patram pushpam phalam toyam. Toyam. That toyam is water. Sinchanti. It's to quench that thirst. Vakya varina. Your words are going to quench my thirst. So what did Sita Vaidehi, that Saumya, that that gentle one, what did she say? Please tell me. Sita says that she can stay without me for 1 month, but I cannot live without her for even a moment. And now that I know where Janaki is, I cannot stay here for even a second. Iram jivati vaidehi yadi masam dharishyati kshanam somyena jiveyam vinatam asitaikshanam. Asitakshana is the dark-eyed one. So, Iram Jivati Vaidehi. So Vaidehi is saying that she can live for 1 month. Kshanam, Soumya, Kshanam, not even a second can I live without her, without that dark-eyed one. And then Rama is saying, Sita is matchless in her beauty. She is matchless in her beauty, and she is the ideal loving wife. How is she capable of living amongst the Rakshasis? And SitaMa is tortured beyond belief. It's not possible. So Hanuman, please tell me, what did Sita say? By just listening to SitaMa's words, I will survive. Just as how a sick man needs medicine. So over here he says a thirsty man needs water. Over here he's saying a sick person needs medicine. And he has already called SitaMa's news as Amritam. So Kim aha Sita Hanuman Tatvatah Kathayasva me etena khalu jiveshi bheshajena ataro yatha. Like a sick man needing needing medicine, like that, you please tell me, what did Sita say? Then Hanuman once again says, SitaMa recited the story of Kakasura, and then she asked, mm, for the very Sita, that Rama couldn't bear the impudence of a Kakasura, against whom he let go of a Brahmastra. Why isn't he invoking the same Brahmastra against all the Rakshasas, and why isn't he saving me? Why isn't he doing that? What is preventing Lakshmana from doing this? Have I done something wrong? Am I being punished? And then Hanuman tells Rama that he told SitaMa that without her, Rama is almost lifeless. He's listless. But and so far they were not able to come to her because they didn't know where she was. But now that they know, Rama and Lakshmana will come very soon. Kshipram. They will come over there and they are going to destroy this entire Rakshasa den. And it was after that that Chudamani was given, that Janaki gave the Chudamani, and she, the very respectful person that she is, she requested Hanuman to convey her messages to Rama, Lakshmana, Sugriva, and other Vanara leaders, and make sure that all of them know how, in what dire straits she is in. And she has requested Rama, please kill Ravana in battle. Hanuman also says that SitaMa asked him to stay for 1 day before departure, because his presence was very healing. It was very soothing to her. And then she had wondered how Lord Rama, Lakshmana, and the vast Vanara army will cross this ocean. And she asked Hanuman, to ensure that Rama's fame and glory will continue to shine. And he also said that Sugriva's army is very valorous. So Hanuman is saying all of this to prove to Rama that he did everything within his power to assure SitaMa of the success of going into battle against the Rakshasas. Because the monkeys are very strong, they're very powerful, they're very fast, they're very energetic, and there is no one who is below him. Everyone is equal to Visishtaya. They're either better than him or Tulyaha, or at least equal to him. And SitaMa should not worry about how they will come to Lanka. Hanuman will keep Rama and Lakshmana on his shoulders, and he will bring them over there. The Rakshasas are all going to be killed, and then triumphantly Rama, Sita, and Lakshmana will return to Ayodhya. And Sita listened to everything, and she was then very sad to hear that Rama was plunged in grief. And Hanuman, just a quick note, that Hanuman does not talk about the fact that he was captured. No, he waged a huge war. He was captured by Brahmastra. His tail was lit and he burnt the city. Because this is not what the Lord wants to hear right now. He wants to hear more about Mother Sita. So Hanuman is a Vakya Kovida. And he knows what to speak, when to speak, how to speak. So based on the audience, the speaker should be able to tailor that message. And he is excellent in speaking, and plus he is a great bhakta. Now, talking about his own greatness, because obviously during the Lanka Dahan time, he just shone his prowess, just shown. But if he were to talk about that right now, that is not going to be okay. And in the third chapter of Yuddhakan, we will see that Lord Rama himself asks about the layout of Lanka. At that time, he says that he has done a whole lot to destroy the fortifications of Lanka and all that. At that time, he mentions it. He doesn't say anything right now. So Hanuman is not only a great speaker, he is also a great bhakta. He is also a great bhakta. He understands the mood of the Lord. What does the Lord want to hear? The Lord wants to hear more and more about SitaMa, actually. So this is the end of Sundara Kanda. So now let's go through the takeaways. So we have gone through the meaning of Sundaram. We have seen that life will give us multiple obstacles and we should know how to overcome them with the right tools. We have also seen that we should chant the name of the Lord during an eclipse. Just as how Hanuman could not find SitaMa through logic, and he initially thought that Mandodari could be SitaMa through logic, and he was wrong, and he showed his Prakritim Kapinam. We too should not reach the Lord through logic. Bhaktyamam abhijanati, only through bhakti. SitaMa should always be worshipped with Lord Rama. Without Lord Rama, she is Kalaratri. She is a 5-hooded snake. She is Yampash. With Lord Rama, she is the sweetest, kindest, compassionate, tender mother, a loving, caring, devoted mother. And that's the person that we want on our side. We want SitaMa on our side because she is the one who can recommend us to Lord Rama. And we saw Iyam Kanakavarnangi Ramasya Mahishi Priya. And the key thing over there is that through every limb, SitaMa serves the Lord. So we saw that when Hanuman saw SitaMa, he thought about Lord Rama. When he saw Lord Rama, he thought about SitaMa. This is the bhakta specified way, and this is what we need to follow as well. Not often do we think about the unimaginable grief. We just think, oh yeah, she was in Ashok Vatika. But the unimaginable grief that SitaMa went through in Ashok Vatika should not be forgotten. And the reason why she did that should also not be forgotten. The sole purpose of this was to further the Lord's pastimes. The sole purpose was to further the Lord's pastimes. Because in Aranyakand, we saw that Vairam Vina Raudrita, she did not want Rama to attack the Rakshasas without a just cause. And her own kidnap was the just cause, because a husband is supposed to protect his wife. This is a dharma. Across cultures, across places, everywhere, everyone knows a husband is supposed to protect his wife. And SitaMa puts herself in great jeopardy so that Lord Rama is always glorified. Lord Rama is always shining. And she endured this grief to show us how to think about Lord Rama even under the worst circumstances. Because do we face sorrow? Absolutely. We're in the material world. We do face sorrow. But surely nobody is facing sorrow the way SitaMa did in Ashok Vatika. And even then, she is able to think only about Rama and not about anything else. Only about Rama. And in the face of such unimaginable grief, she was able to think about Lord Rama throughout 100% of the time. And this is why when sometimes, people think that, oh, it is not the real Sita who was in Ashok Vatika and all that. It's very difficult to digest it, because SitaMa went through so much of pain for us. And then we say that, oh, it was not even SitaMa, it was someone else, means it's very difficult to digest it. And one more thing that we should understand is that both Hanuman and SitaMa were capable of destroying the island and the Rakshasas and everything. But because Lord Rama did not ask them to do so, they refrained from exhibiting this power. They refrained. SitaMa herself is warning Ravana of the consequences of not returning her to the Lord. So nobody can ever accuse Ravana of complaining about the fact that he did not know what was the consequence of seeking an enmity with Lord Rama. Nobody should be able to point fingers. So SitaMa has said this, Vibhishna has said this, multiple people have said this, and yet Ravana chose not to take the shelter of the Lord. Ravana chose that. We also see that SitaMa Sharanagati verse is that Pranipata Prasanna. All we have to do is just bow down to SitaMa. We saw in the 35th chapter that we should be very grateful for every opportunity we get to recite and listen to Valmiki Ramayana. We saw the transaction of the ring and the Chudamani, that the Guru carries the blessings of the Lord, gives it to the Bhakta, then takes the news of the Bhakta's surrender back to the Lord. So it is a two-way street. A Guru works in a two-way street. It's not one way. It's a two-way street. In multiple places, Hanuman exhibits great humility, and we've got to learn how to be as humble as this great Bhakta. Now, we might wonder why Hanuman did not kill the Rakshasis who tormented SitaMa. Because he killed the 80,000 Kinkaras, then the palace guards, and then he killed Jambumali, the 7 sons of ministers, the 5 army generals, Aksha, and all of their followers. He was able to do so much. Then why didn't he kill the Rakshasis, Ekajata and Vikata and all those? Why didn't he, Durmukhi, why didn't he go ahead and kill all of those Rakshasis who tormented SitaMa? That is going to be explicit only in the end of Yuddhakand. So we won't see that right now. We will see it in Yuddhakand, and I want everyone to remember this, and we will take a look at it at that time. Vibhishana shows us that even when circumstances are not very favorable, we should always advocate. We should always advocate for a Sri Rama Bhakta. We should always advocate. That is, we need to protect another Bhakta so that the Lord's mission is accomplished. Agni shows us that when a superior dharma is in place, we need to abandon our own dharma and adopt a superior dharma. We will see another example of this in Yuddhakand. Throughout Sundara Kanda, we have seen multiple examples of the importance of the holy name of the Lord. We've seen multiple examples of that. We have to remember the Ulangya Sindho Salilam Salilam verse, that the Agni that burnt Lanka came from the fire of the sorrow of SitaMa. We have seen Dadimukha and the differences between Dadimukha and Sugriva's reactions to the destruction of Madhuvana. A Bhakta like Sugriva, sees even the destruction of material opulence in relation to the service of the Lord. Lord Rama is always very eager to praise his devotees. And we have also seen from Hanuman that we should know what to speak and how to speak so that Lord Rama is happy. We should know that what to speak and how to speak, and also when to speak as well. So basically, we should do whatever it takes to please the Lord. Do we have any questions regarding this at the moment? Mangalam Kushlendra Mahaniya Gunavde Chakravarti Tanajaya Sarva Bhaumaya Mangalam. Jai Sitaram.